Camelot Drive is a middle-class neighborhood in Huntsville, Alabama, where lawns are kept well manicured and people leave bicycles on front lawns without fearing that they will be stolen. In 1998, however, this quaint neighborhood was the scene of a brutal murder. On the 10th of March, 1998, 17-year-old Jeffrey Franklin attacked his family in their home at 13005 Camelot Drive. Armed with a hatchet, a 2-pound sledgehammer, a rat tail file, and a butcher's knife, he attacked his mother, Cynthia, and his father, Gerald. He also attacked his younger siblings, 14-year-old Sarah, 8-year-old Timmy, and 6-year-old Christopher. Welcome to this episode of Human Wreckage. Please like and subscribe. In this episode, we look at the case of 17-year-old Jeffrey Franklin. What makes a child kill his family? What drove him to this horrific act? Let's get into it. Police were alerted to the scene when a neighbor noticed one of the children laying outside the home in a puddle of blood. When they arrived, they had only come with one ambulance and one urban responder car, believing that they were responding to one injured child. What they found inside, however, distressed even the most seasoned officers. "After 16 years, this is the worst I've seen," said one of the officers. By this point, Jeffrey had already fled from the scene, but police issued an all-points bulletin after discovering that he had fled in a blue Geo Metro. He would lead police on a car chase throughout the neighborhoods of southeast Huntsville. During the chase, Jeffrey tried to run officers off the road and succeeded once, on Bailey Cove Road, where he forced a patrol car onto the curb in front of Hope Presbyterian Church. The chase came to a halt when Jeffrey crashed into a fence. As he was being arrested, he laughed and taunted onlookers and spat on a photographer. Despite the cold weather, Jeffrey was shirtless and a pitchfork and pentagram had been scratched into his chest. Cynthia and Gerald were both pronounced dead at the scene, while Sarah, Timothy, and Christopher were rushed to Huntsville Hospital where they were in critical condition. The children all had very serious head and face injuries from what looked like an axe and some sort of large, blunt force object, said hospital spokeswoman Terry Bryson. Miraculously, all 3 siblings would survive, although with life-altering injuries. Jeffrey's other sister, 11-year-old Stacy, was thankfully not at home at the time of the attack, but in the aftermath, she would receive counseling for post-traumatic stress syndrome. According to their aunt, Donna Maddie, "They are doing pretty good, actually. I decided early on that we would not talk about what happened unless they wanted to. Then it would be on their terms." Based on the crime scene, Jeffrey had murdered his mother first by stabbing her with a rat tail file. He then attacked his sister with a hatchet, slashing her throat and clubbing her. Jeffrey then killed his father with a sledgehammer as he entered the house before turning his attention on his younger brothers. They had both been attacked with a hatchet. According to neighbors and fellow students at Grissom High School, where Jeffrey was a student, he was involved in devil worship. According to 17-year-old Jenny Smith, "He was really smart, a nice person up until 2 years ago. He just changed into a different person. I don't know why. His attitude was different. He was always in a bad mood, and he had a really short temper." She described an incident during a discussion about God in their government class, which had convinced her that he worshipped the devil. Another student, Mark Dunham, said that Jeffrey often threatened to put spells on people, while Adam Saliers said that he frequently spoke about taking drugs, mainly Ritalin. A number of Cynthia's colleagues at Valley View Nursing Home and Rehabilitation Center said that Jeffrey had been causing his family problems for over a year and a half. According to one colleague, Paul Knoll, "She told me it was out of hand." Cynthia told her concerned colleagues that a pastor had told her that Jeffrey was in a passing phase. In his notebook, police found that he had been planning on killing his parents for a while. He also wrote of satanic rituals and sexual torture and his belief that Satan wanted him to kill his family. He wrote, "I know Dad will be home at this time and I'll wait by the front door, behind the little hutch, and I'll hit him with a hammer. Mom will be out on a walk. When she comes back, I'll have the radio playing loudly. I'll call Mom in the room and ask her what's on the agenda for today. Then I'll kill her, And what about the brothers and sisters? Well, I'll take them. I'll strangle my little brother in his room, and I'll lure my other little brother into this room and strangle him. Then my sister, I will rape her, then I will finish her off. Before the murders, Jeffrey had been visiting a psychiatrist for attention deficit disorder and depression. He was prescribed Ritalin, Prozac, and Klonopin. Jeffrey had been awake for 3 days straight before the killings and was said to abuse Ritalin and was snorting 3 or 4 pills at a time. Cynthia had kept the pills in a lockbox, but Jeffrey had figured out how to take out the hinge pins, remove the pills, and then replace them with saccharin tablets without her noticing. The abuse pushed him into a total psychosis. He was crazy, said Robert Tootin, Jeffrey's representative. Jeffrey's defense attorney described his behavior as deranged. Jeffrey told police that he was at the house, but didn't admit to attacking his family. He said it was like some evil being had taken over his body. Jeffrey was arraigned in Madison County District Court on charges of capital murder and attempted murder. He entered a not guilty plea through his defense lawyer, Roy Miller. In 2001, Jeffrey avoided a trial by pleading guilty to 2 murder charges and 3 counts of attempted murder. He was sentenced to 3 life sentences that were to be served consecutively. In a statement, Jeffrey said, "I hope and pray that one day my family can forgive me for the things that I have done, and I know that may take a long time. I know that God has already forgiven me." In the statement, Jeffrey additionally warned others about the dangers of abusing Ritalin. "I told my doctor I was abusing Ritalin, but he continued to prescribe it to me in increasingly high doses, and I, in return, abused it in higher and higher doses." According to Jeffrey's attorneys, Robert Tootin, Patrick Tootin, and Leon Johnson, their defense would have hung on the psychiatrist's determination that Jeffrey was insane when he attacked his family. They said that they took the plea deal because it was the best outcome. Just because he can stand up there in front of a judge and say yes does not mean he is all right now, said Patrick Tootin. Under Alabama law, a person sentenced to life in prison is eligible for parole after serving 15 years. In September of 2016, Jeffrey was denied parole. Thanks for joining me. That brings to end this horrible case. Please be safe and take care of yourselves.